Hey everyone, it's Robin. Hope everyone, first off, Merry Christmas in July. I want to thank Karen for inviting me to do this. I was very honored. This is my first taped video that I guess I've done shorts, but this is my first taped video for a group that I have a project for. So thank you, Karen. I did a never-ending journal or folio. Some people call it a forever journal. Whatever you want to call it. Let me see, I don't have my other pages, but I started with a 4x8 ledger page. I love ledger pages, and I started with 4x8 ledger pages. I did have to cut them back. I didn't like that when I cut my other decorating page, that I didn't like how that looked. So, and yes, sorry, it is not complete. It's together. The one side is completed. The back side is not. I promise I will do that. Life happens, and here we are. So, like I said, this is a forever journal, or never ending, however you want to call it, and it just goes on and on. So when I did this, I can show you from the back. I just took 2 ledger pages and I laid them side by side. Like I said, I don't have, and I thought I had some up here. I'm in my craft room, and I'm never in my craft room, but I thought it was quieter to tape. So, but I just take my 2 pages like this, and I take a piece of ribbon, and I just glue them about you want something that's about an inch wide to put in, to connect them, and then you want 1/2 inch on one side and 1/2 inch on the other, or maybe 1.5 inches and do 3/4 and 3/4. The lady I watched, she actually got a ruler and she drew a line for each of her pages where I want to say 1/2 inch was, and that's where she put her glue. And then, of course, this is an inch wide, but then you just put your ribbon. You can use washi tape. Personally, if I was using washi tape, I would just glue, but here's something wider. But then you just lay this down. And what I did was, the first one I made, I didn't pay attention when I don't know what I was doing. The second and subsequent ones that I've made, I've put the ribbon on top. I was very conscientious about putting the ribbon on top of the pages, because then when it's closed, you can see the ribbon. See how you can see the ribbon. I'm going to admit this was a little bigger, but I knew I was not going to get it done in time, so I did cut some pages out. So like I said, and later I can add to it. I can just add more pages and it'll just keep going. Like I would just add this page and just have it keep going. And so, I mean, this is the one you can tell what I did. I just put the ribbon, the lace on top. And so then when the pages are together, you can see the ribbon, or you can use ribbon, you can use lace. Like I said, you can use washi tape. I would just glue it. I wouldn't trust the washi tape just because some washi tapes just aren't as good as others. So, I'm not sure what happened here. Let me just, here we go. Okay, so this is my project. This is the cover, and I just want to thank Natalie from Line Dot Arrow. And like I always say to everyone, my projects are only as beautiful as the kits that I use, the digitals. I absolutely love Natalie, and I love her kits. She's one of the most generous people that I've ever met. I found Natalie probably about 5 years ago on Etsy. I did not know that there was a Facebook page connected to that until a few years ago. But I was actually into Bible journaling, and I was searching for something for Bible journaling, and something came up of Natalie's, and I don't even remember what it was. But it absolutely was gorgeous, and I fell in love with Line Dot Arrow. And then when I found her Facebook group, and then she actually talked to me, I was in heaven. I was just absolute in heaven. Please forgive my desk. I'm never up here, so I was up here earlier for a live, and I never do lives. I've done 2 in the last 2 days on Brock and Robin. So, whoo, my world is opening up. So anyway, this is the front cover. I love pearls. I love Christmas, and I love red and green. I know I see other colors, and oh, that's beautiful. But I just love red and green Christmas. I really love Christmas green or red and Christmas green, but I really also love like the deep burgundies and like pine green. So anyway, I just want to thank Natalie because this is her cozy Christmas kit that I used from a few years ago, and it just is the epitome of everything that I love in Christmas. So here's the first page. I saw earlier that Karen had made these pockets made of parchment, so I was like, oh, I gotta try to do that. I'm not sure I did it the same way, but here you have it. So here's the tag, here's the pocket. And what I did on these pages, the one thing I love about folios is not that these kits aren't beautiful on their own, but you can take a page and just take the most beautiful part, your favorite part of the page. Like I would take this right here, this bow, and make that part of it, or this little thing here, or the girl, and that then becomes the focal point, and all that other stuff is gone, and so then you just have beautiful pages. And this, I mean, poinsettias and holly are my absolute favorites. In fact, I love Christmas so much. This is the joke in my family. I love Christmas so much, I have 2 Christmas weddings. So one was very Christmassy, and red velvet dresses and high lace collar, the candles and holly. My second one to my present husband was my favorite. Everything was Christmas, and we did it Christmas Eve, and it doesn't get any more Christmas than that other than Christmas Day. So then I just decorated. When I make my pockets, let me see if I can find, I just have one here of Natalie's. Okay, when Natalie makes her pockets, she does these little gussets on the side so that you can pack more in there. Like there's a lot of room in there. So when I make my pockets, I do the same thing. I just take file folders and I make my own little gusset inside. Like there's a gusset, you can, I don't know if you can see them, but there's a gusset here, one here, so that you can really pack that if you wanted to. I would not suggest that with this project because you want it to lay flat. And I mean, you can certainly pack it and have it expanded, but I did not do that. So I made my little tag to go in here in this top pocket. Of course, I made this tag also with Santa. And this is actually tissue paper that I had gotten with an order from Two Sister Jam. So everything they put in their orders you can use, and I put that to use. So, and most of my laces, actually all of my laces and trims are from Two Sister Jam. I'll just put a little shameless plug in there for them because I just love those girls, and yes, Stacy's my bestie, so God knew what he was doing when he put us together. But again, here's my little tags for my little pockets, and so then I'll continue here. I'll just put this here on the back, and I may leave that like it is. That doesn't bother me so much. I had some glue trouble and I ran out of glue, and my Amazon order was delayed, and so I couldn't get this finished, and I apologize for that. But like I said, life happens, and life has happened this week in our house. So, but everything's fine now. Everything is fine. My husband had a procedure on Tuesday. He's home and well, even after his little fall yesterday. Yes, that was a little scary. But so then that's my back. I may add to it. I may just leave it. And then I'll just continue on these pages back here. And it'll just keep going. So what happens is it just flips. And you just pull it open, and then you flip it, and then it just continues. I saw someone do these several years ago, and I thought it was so hard and I never would try it. And then I saw it again literally about a month ago, and I have now made like 4 or 5 of them. They're easy. You determine how many pages you want. I mean, this right here that I cut off may just be another one. I mean, that's just 8 simple pages, and decorate it. And who wouldn't want to have this, get this as a gift? I like it. And like I said, if you keep it thin, it'll lay just right. And so, Merry Christmas in July, everybody. Have a good day. Happy 4th of July also.